Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel, coming at you straight from Queens, New York, and today we are going to talk about the Duane Wright shooting. And living in New York, obviously I have a very unpopular opinion about the shooting. But before I talk about it, I do want to show everybody just a clip of the body cam footage. The body cam footage is of the officer that actually made the shooting that resulted in Duane Wright dying. And as you can see here, it's only about a minute clip, and even of that, I'm already halfway through it, because it starts with her all the way back at the police car. So I'm not going to show her just walking towards it here. I'm going to show when she started to initiate. You can see her. She's the white lady. And yeah, let's go ahead and watch a little bit here. You can see there, she comes in to, I'm guessing, assist this guy. According to some police officers, this guy looks like he's a newbie. So, and they have another cop on the other side over here. There's 3 cops total, 2 on this side of the vehicle, 3 or another one on the other side. The other guy is like a lieutenant or something, a high-ranking officer, and these 2 are kind of like just here to help with this guy's training, I think. And then, okay, so right there, you saw they were going into just arrest, and then he exploded, trying to get away from both of them and trying to get back into his car, presumably to run away, maybe to grab a weapon, who knows. There's no real way of knowing what he went in there to do. And they are struggling. This is now a life or death struggle. Anytime you get into a fight with a cop, you are putting your life in the cop's hand. You are making a conscious decision to put your life in the hands of the police. And then she calls taser, 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 shoots him, and drives away.
As I watched the
And that's pretty much all that happened there. That is the totality of this shooting. My opinion on this is not a popular one, because as you can probably tell, I think the title says it all right? Duane Wright killed Duane Wright. There are plenty of things that we can say that the cop should or shouldn't have done. And we can go on blaming the system. We can go on blaming others for what they do to us. But at some point, we have to start taking responsibility for our own actions. Duane Wright had multiple warrants, which resulted in him getting a warrant for his arrest. So the cops pulling him over, the cops telling him to get out the car because they have to arrest him, that was all legit. There was nothing wrong about the cops doing that. Okay? The cops were doing their job properly. And it's a shame that he felt he needed to run away. It's a shame he felt he needed to fight. It's a shame he felt he needed to evade the law. That was the wrong decision for him to make. And that was the wrong decision that he made at that moment. But this was a kid that was making the wrong decisions with his life. Pretty much perpetually. You know, he had a history. He already had a history of breaking the law. This was not somebody that was on a good path. Where's his dad? Where's his mom? Why weren't they correcting this type of behavior? Why are you letting your kid that has warrants out on him drive? Get those warrants dealt with. Get right by the law. Why are you acting like a child, like a baby? You wanna do all these things that are leading you to live this type of lifestyle, but yet you don't want to take any of the responsibility. Because guess what? If you're living that type of lifestyle where you're dealing with the law as frequently as he was, you should not be afraid of going to jail. If you're riding dirty like that, if you're living that life, if you're really about that life, going to jail shouldn't be a thing that upheaves your entire operation. And if it is, that means you're making the wrong decisions with yourself. Because the fact of the matter is, had he not made the choices in his life that he was making, had he not made the choices that day that he made, he would still be alive today, regardless of which cop he was dealing with. The first domino that fell was one that he pushed. He pushed the first domino that led to his death. Nobody else did. Nobody else did. All right? We need to stop blaming the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th domino that's falling, the last domino that falls before somebody dies, and say that was the cause. It wasn't. It was that first domino. And he's the one that pushed it. He's the one that pushed that first domino. Our community is at fault for his death, not the cops. It's us. We are failing our kids. And we need to start taking responsibility for that. Stop blaming somebody else for our mistakes. Nothing will ever get fixed if we keep blaming racism, if we keep blaming cops, if we keep blaming politicians. They're not the ones raising our children. Racism doesn't raise our kids. Cops don't raise our kids. The state doesn't raise our kids. We do. So if our kids are out there doing the wrong thing, fighting police, that's on us. That's all I'm gonna say for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.